I love my work. I love coming here. It's a safe environment. It's a fun environment.
Some of the kids in town have hurt themselves or worse have died because they tried to push their limits.
A lot of us come off from out of the streets or coming off from big benders or things where we don't really hold a career or a job.
Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hello and welcome to Fraser Focus, bringing you stories from beyond the bridge here in the Fraser region. I'm Dean Atwell.
And I'm Leah Bolton, the local faces and local places. Now this week's theme, we talk about health, fitness, and well-being. People all over the world talk about us having one of the best places to live. And one of the big things is health. Yoga is one of them. We're not going to be doing any yoga this segment, but it makes me think of you, Dean.
A little bit of yoga, it's all good. Later on in the show, we head into Abbotsford to meet with a group of longboarders who are trying to promote the safety and awareness surrounding this high-speed sport. We'll also be in Langley to visit with a group of individuals who have found peace through some good old-fashioned elbow grease.
And they have some awesome views out there. I'm going to go back and visit at some point, but in the meantime, check out these pearly whites. We're going to go to the dentist.
I love my work. I love coming here. It's a safe environment. It's a fun environment, and I try to keep it like that for everybody.
Good morning, Dentistry. Bianca speaking. How may I help you?
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Oh, soy muy feliz. There's a lot of running around in the office here. So, I'm going to be very protective of your baby, okay? Mm-hmm. So what I would do is, let's not worry about that tooth for now. Well, you can do it when you're breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. So once you have the baby and you're recovered, then we can take care of it.
And then I still have one more cavity. Can we do that one?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll see you later.
Thanks.
Okay.
Here you go. That's for you. Thank you.
Hey, look who's here.
Hi, Murray.
Hi, Murray.
How are you?
Are you here for your cleaning?
No, you need to do a quick check-on.
Murray, how's your mom doing?
Very good. No,
Yeah?
she's doing very well.
Excellent.
No, actually, she's on the down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's
How old's your mom?
106.
106.
106 years old? Does she come here to get her dental work done?
She has.
There are people that are living longer, but it doesn't mean that their teeth are lasting longer, because the changes in diet, more refined sugars, we're seeing a higher percentage of cavities. The marketing by the pop companies and kids drinking a lot of pop, we're seeing more cavities. Pop is the worst thing you can put in your mouth. Say ah. The medical field and dentistry in particular has come a long way with regard to many things, materials that we used. It's also our attitude has changed, the way that we approach patients. Before we had a condescending approach. We knew everything. The patients didn't need to know anything, and people were less educated. Now people with the internet, they know more. They're Googling
yeah, we
things.
can Google everything now.
There's a tooth on your lower left that has a big filling, and I said, you know, that it looks like there's a cavity underneath it. Now, the X-ray doesn't show that cavity, but the fact that we don't see it on the X-ray does not necessarily mean it does not exist. So we have to trust what we see visually and our experience. So based on my experience, I feel that there's something happening under that.
We were talking about people with fears of the dentist. Do you know anyone like that?
My husband. Yes. And he's had a procedure done where he was put out too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And how was that for him?
Fine. Totally fine.
Okay.
So now he's over that hump.
And this is Project Seva.
Seva, yes.
Selfless service.
Seva just means, it means help. Seva is help, and we go and volunteer in different countries and things like that. But this project is more, it's more about bringing people together, people that have the opportunity, which are the dentists, and the need. We're trying to do something that can be replicated on a very large scale. So if I can bring these dentists and these patients together and get one dentist, let's say, adopting an orphanage, and get 10 dentists adopting orphanages, and we get 30 dentists, and so this dentist helps one orphanage, we can replicate it. So Murray, come on in, have a seat. So mom's not doing that well, huh?
No.
No, what's
No, she's doing fine. She's just very elderly.
As you lose those teeth in the back, it affects your chewing ability. So it's not just what you got in the front. Most people are motivated by those front teeth. They don't think of the back, but the back influences a lot. So really, let's look at what our options are. There are implants are the option. There are dentures are the option. We have options of implants and dentures. Once people have lost their teeth, the bone starts to shrink, and they wear dentures. And you have the conventional denture, but you can also have implants under the dentures to help hold the teeth in place. And other options with dentures that attach to implants on teeth. There are 3 roots. And so what we want to do is when we're taking out the tooth, it's not like in the old days we just grab the tooth and pull it out. Especially because you've had a root canal on that tooth, the tooth becomes brittle. It'll just shatter. And if you feel like you would like some sedation because it is a surgical procedure, then I would say it's a good idea. But you'd have to have somebody drive you here and take you back.
So I'll come in tomorrow?
You can come in tomorrow. I don't know what the schedule is, but we'll squeeze you in somewhere.
How do you get sedation? Is that by with a needle?
Well, there are different options. I mean, it's a very good question. So there are 2 kinds of sedation that I use. One is oral sedation, where you come in, we give you some pills, and the pills, we let you sit for about an hour, and the pills start to relax you. And then as you're relaxed to the point where we need you, we bring you in, and we start the procedure. Now, for some people and some procedures, this is not adequate. So if there's a big infection, it's a deep wisdom tooth and things like that, it's not adequate. So what we do is for these people, we give them drugs intravenously. We get it into the vein and we give them the drug to augment it and get them to the point where they're comfortable. So what we have right now is she's monitored here. So we're monitoring her blood oxygenation. We're seeing her blood pressure and all that kind of things, which is really good, her heart rate. But more importantly than that, I'm listening to every breath she takes.
I like this device that makes Leah not say anything. Leah, not say anything for a minute? And you do multiple procedures with using sedation a day?
Absolutely, absolutely. We do dentistry for patients that are nervous, restorative, like regular filling sometimes, surgery, a lot of wisdom teeth, extractions of teeth, dental implants and things like that. So we have the IV in and the medication is given through this port here. So any further medication will be given in through here. So there's no multiple injections given through here.
And constant monitoring.
So this is the precordial stethoscope. It's my most trusted piece of equipment, and it allows me to listen to every breath that Leah is taking, right from the time she's sitting in the chair to the time she's ready to go home.
Well, we're learning more about dentistry, sedation, and dental advancements here with Dr. Nair in Langley.
You're watching Fraser Focus, the health and wellness segment. Hopefully my teeth are going to be pearly whites when we come back.
If they're just going down to 7-Eleven on their longboard to get a slushie, make sure they wear a helmet.
Welcome back to Fraser Focus, highlighting local stories, faces and places in the Fraser region.
Right now we're in Abbotsford hanging out with a group of longboarders. As you can see, I have my helmet on. We're going to be talking about safety and awareness, and I'm going to give it a shot on the longboard as well.
Now, a few tragic events that transpired in the area have resulted in the community partnering up with youth programs in support of this competitive sport.
All right, let's go. Doing pretty good, Dean. So far, so good. Ah, it's a bush!
You gotta be completely aware of your surroundings. You have to be totally on it. You gotta know what cars are around you, what riders are around you at all times.
What's the difference, skateboarding and longboard? Obviously, besides that it's a longer board, right?
Yeah, I mean, I skateboard. I identify myself as a skateboarder, but like downhill skating is just it's more specific to, just high speeds, going as fast as you can.
You talk about Abbotsford, you talk about a hilly, you can't get hillier than Abbotsford in the Fraser region, really, can you?
No, you can't really. I mean, a lot of what we're doing is we're trying to encourage youth to be wearing their helmets at least when they're riding, and if they're going to be riding in traffic, to be aware of the traffic around them. And then we also want drivers to be aware that there could be someone on a longboard on the road or on the side of the road.
Oh! Are you alive? You all right? You're good?
In Abbotsford, in the past year and a half, there's been 3 fatalities. Dustin, he passed away beginning of June a year ago, so that would have been June 2014, and he was only 11 years old. He didn't have his helmet on, we know that. And then more recently this spring, there was another young person, Dakota, who was 19. And then there was Marcus, Wade's friend, and Marcus died on Boxing Day, so at the end of 2014, and he was only 14 at the time. We work with a lot of different youth, and our In It Together program, one of our clients, he came to us and he had this idea to do a race in memorial of one of his friends who died December 26th.
Well, it started when my friend passed away, like in January, on the Boxing Day, and I just felt like it would be better if we had a sanctioned race for longboarders, not only for my friend, but for other longboarders that have passed away.
You just need a helmet and a skateboard and some pavement. Start small, and you know, some of the kids in town have hurt themselves or worse have died because they tried to push their limits. They tried to go on hills that were too big for them, and that's where the problems are going to arise.
Even if you have a kid that's not going to be competitive, if they're just, you know, going down to 7-Eleven on their longboard to get a slushie, make sure they wear a helmet. You know, be firm with them. No slushie, take the skateboard away, you know. You just got to promote these kids to be safe because they're going to do it anyhow.
Try and stay balanced, keep your weight distributed evenly, and bend your knees a little bit.
And in terms of stopping, I mean, where's the brakes on this thing? It's your foot.
You're the brakes.
You're the brakes.
The longboard community is really a very strong community, and that's something that when we have these youth that we're working with, who are maybe, you know, they're young, they're looking for who am I, where do I fit in, and it's really great to have this community that does all come together and they support each other, and they're really a healthy, positive community that we can get these guys hopefully hooked into, which is really awesome to see from a youth group perspective.
Did you see that?
That's why safety gear is so important.
He's wearing a helmet.
He was.
A lot of the youth underestimate. I think they kind of weigh sort of maybe the coolness factor versus the safety factor, and they maybe want to look a little cooler. And
that one's pretty cool, though.
I
don't
know. I like the flowers.
Shoulder injuries are really prevalent in longboarding, mostly due to being thrown off your board and just trying to catch yourself instinctively.
Sounds dangerous. What about you, Wade? You've had some bad spills in your time?
Yeah, I was going down a hill at some point, and my longboard slipped out between my legs, and I popped my knee out of place.
Oh!
I got my knee pads, I got my wrist guards, and I got my helmet. And Dean, hey.
Hey, I'm coming.
Oh, he's got a helmet. He's borrowing a helmet. No knee pads. Who is more prepared?
But I'm planning on going slow.
Am I supposed to go downhill?
Yeah, that is how longboards work.
Leah, how you feeling?
Well, since I haven't done this yet, awesome.
Great. All right, feet up. It's the Joy TV Championships right here.
Oh my gosh!
There she goes.
Yeah, you know what? That's as much as I'm gonna go. Okay, wait, no, I'll go again. Okay, I'm catching up.
Really?
Uh-oh, oh my gosh. I'm not very good at stopping.
Maybe try to stand more sideways on the board just to get more used to it.
Sideways, okay.
So, like the way you're kind of doing it is like this, so you don't have a lot of balance like that.
I was not doing that. Was I doing that?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is much better. See you guys later. Woohoo!
Let me know when you're gonna put the brakes on. So, Leah's up ahead. She's got a bit of speed going. Whoa! Whoa, there she is. No. That is terrifying.
Surprisingly enough, the only longboarding park in Canada is in Kamloops.
Woo! Steady on there. Hopes are that not only this will change, but also the bylaws surrounding legal longboarding.
All right, we'll be right back on Fraser Focus. Oh my gosh. Whoa!
And it's not just drugs and alcohol, it's work. One of my things was putting the love of my ex-wife.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, bringing you stories from beyond the bridge, local faces and local places. This week's theme is based around health and wellness. Now, earlier we visited Langley.
Absolutely.
We went to the dentist.
Yeah, we also had a chance to head into Abbotsford and meet with a local group who are promoting the safety and awareness surrounding longboarding.
And now we are in this beautiful setting here on the border of Langley and Abbotsford. I've never even been here before. Dean, what's it for?
It's all about 45 acres dedicated to healing.
A lot of the guys' eyes here, they come in and they don't have a lot of hope. They think that they've burned every bridge and everything's wasted and everything's gone. It's pretty phenomenal to see them change and grow. We're usually pretty sick when we come in here, actually. I was pretty sick.
How do people sign up to one of these? Are they recommended, or do they just pick up the phone and call you?
It has to be a choice.
Yeah, it has to be a choice. They pick up the phone and they call us. They've usually heard about us from somebody else, or now we're quite easy to find on the internet.
Yeah, word of mouth, churches.
Yeah.
Because you guys Christian faith.
Yeah.
Does it matter what type of faith I am if you know?
You know what? We'll pretty much accept anyone here.
How long you been here?
I've been here for like 2 months now.
2 months? Been a good 2 months?
Yeah, it's been good.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to a future, a brighter future. So, you know, becoming the man I'm supposed to be, and yeah.
I'm trying to, you know, recover from life, basically. You know, a lifetime of drugs and alcohol and broken marriage. And it's not just drugs and alcohol, it's work, it's you know, we're taught early in life to put God in our hearts first. And, you know, one of my things was putting the love of my ex-wife. And
It's a tough one to talk about.
yeah. This will be the heat source for the sauna, yeah?
So a whole bunch of guys in a sauna healing.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to being able to use it once at least anyway, so.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there we go.
He's scary, right?
He won't bite you, but we'd like you to sign something before you try to pet him.
Ooh, gosh. He's scaring me. I know he's just a pig.
Yeah.
Donors are great, but to be able to provide for yourselves here?
Well, and that's what a lot of the donors are actually helping us with. As we've been able to approach donors and say, hey, we're interested in this year, we want to start these few micro businesses or these few industries, and that's been pretty huge. You know, we had a wonderful guy give towards our bees and Christmas trees last year, just before Christmas, and we're up and running with those things.
We just had 6 hives donated to us, so we have a total of 12 hives. In each of these hives are thousands of bees. These 6 hives alone are probably close to, I would say, 100,000 bees.
These are honeybees.
And as you can see here, there are 2 levels to these front hives. Each level or story is called a super. Inside each super is 10 frames, and inside those frames, that's where the bees store their honey.
So 10 frames, that's quite a bit of honey in these hives just here.
It is quite a bit of honey. We're going to be talking more about that on our health and well-being theme when we come back. Whoa, Dean, don't get stung. A lot of supporters, a lot of families, a lot of churches.
My family is so thankful for this place.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, bringing you stories from beyond the bridge in the South Fraser and Fraser Valley area. This week's theme is health and wellness.
Now we're here on a 45-acre property. It's gorgeous in Langley on a stretch of 264th. And here it's not just about healing through spirituality, but through some farming as well.
I've got 50 guys on the property here, and I take it really seriously how I live and how I'm an example.
A lot of supporters, a lot of families, a lot of churches.
Yeah, my family is so thankful for this place, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
It's either that or I remove that big one down there and then kind of make a hole in here, right?
Why are you taking the trees away?
Mount Baker is right here.
Oh, you want the view?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The farm helps people from pretty much all over Canada, and you know, coming from all different types of walks, people that are struggling. And this part is part of our work detail here, where we come up and we give back, right? There's a man that has this nursery on here, where he gives a portion to the farm, and we come up and we work, and we help put out the plants and all that in his greenhouse.
These ones are gonna be dead. We can throw these ones away right here easily, but when you come to these taller ones, these healthier ones that we're gonna keep, just give it like a nice little, like this, to get the dead ones out.
A lot of us come out of the streets or coming off from big benders or things where we don't really hold a career or a job.
Yeah.
And coming to Wagner Hills, you know, we got a regiment program, a work program, where we're working 5 days a week. And 3 of those days are full days. 2 of the days we have chapel services, Bible studies in the morning.
How long have you been here at the farm?
41 months.
41. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good stretch.
Yeah.
You must love it here.
I'm doing a horticultural landscape program.
Yeah.
Cool.
How far into that are you?
I'm starting my 3rd year in January.
I came here 18 years ago. And I pulled onto this property, and within the first couple of weeks, I saw the director who was here at that time, and he became like a dad to me, and I wanted what he had.
Holy crazy, dude. Look at the tree they cut down. Now we have $1 million view.
They sure work fast out here. You've been watching Fraser Focus, bringing local stories from the Fraser region. The episode this week has been surrounding health and wellness.
And that is it for this edition. If you do have a story to tell or something interesting out there, please feel free to give us a shout at Joy TV. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell. We'll see you next time.